This is a secret teaching that was only taught to a select few. And the reason for that is because this principle is very powerful and it has the ability to completely change an individual's life. And today we are simply going to dive deep into this principle so that by the end of this video, you will also have the tools necessary to change how you view your own life. And if you are into that, you might as well hit the subscribe button and let's get onto it. So the principle that we will be discussing today is found in a small book known as the Kybalion. And in this book, it contains the universal principles that govern nature. And in today's video, we will be talking about the first universal principle known as the principle of mentalism. And this principle simply states that the universe is the creation in the mind of the all. This is to say that the universe is nothing more than just a mental creation in the mind of the all. The all is a way of trying to convey or identify the infinite intelligence behind everything that there is. And the reason why it's called the all, because there is no other name that can simply encompass everything that about this all. That's why it's called the all, because the all is in all and the all is in all. So the universe and everything that is in it is simply a mental creation in the mind of the all. This could also mean that when you practice an art known as mental transmutation, you can change your own conditions, because mental transmutation has the word transmutation. To transmute simply means to change something from a state to a state, to change something from a degree to a degree. In other words, to transmute is to transform something. And the ancient alchemists used the art of transmutation to turn lead, the metal lead, into gold. But in this particular video, we'll be talking about the art of transmuting your life circumstances, your conditions, and changing them to more desirable states. But remember the first point, that is the universe is a mental creation of the all. This simply means that if you desire or wish to change your own circumstances and conditions, you simply have to master the art of mental transmutation, which now takes us to the next point. Okay. Now you have to understand that mental, the mental states are different. We have different states of the mind. Okay. Now, most of you have heard about heaven and hell. And this concept of heaven and hell is widely shared in religions, whereby people believe that they might go to hell or heaven in the afterlife. But this is an esoteric teaching. Hell and heaven are not geographical places that people go, they are simply states of the mind. The other thing people must learn to know is that the Bible, the scriptures, the Quran, all these sacred books are not meant to be read slightly or externally. They simply contain what we call esoteric information, which means that they have hidden meaning and things that you will need to decipher and you'll need to learn in deep, not just trying to interpret them externally. Okay. That being said, heaven is a state of the mind, same as hell is a state of the mind. Now, when you are in a state of mind of hell, what will naturally happen is that your external reality will be that of hell. This is another concept which shows that your internal state is the one that gets mirrored and matched by the external. So, whatever you feel within you, whatever you experience within you, that is what you get to experience without you. So, having known that your internal influences your external, and your internal is simply nothing more than your mental states of reasoning, your predominant thoughts, your emotions, and feelings. So, what you need to do is understand that you go through different states of mental activity or mental states. So a person who is in the heaven state, this means that this is a person who has a higher vibration. Okay, who this is a person who vibrates at the highest states, meaning this person has the most positive emotions such as love, joy, courage, acceptance. You see, and a person who has low vibration or a person who is living in hell is a person who feels guilt, who feels anger, who feels shame, and these kinds of feeling. And the reason why these lower emotions uh, are likened to hell is because when you are simply feeling these emotions or experiencing them, what tends to happen is that because internally you feel angry, internally you feel sad, internally you feel guilt, internally you feel apathy, this is what gets reflected in your external. So you end up experiencing experiences which are similar to whatever is within you. So what you need to learn is the art of transmuting your mental states to be those of the desired states so that your external reality can match or can mirror whatever is within. Remember, on earth as it is in heaven, how your heaven means the higher consciousness, or heaven means your internal state is what gets reflected into the third dimension. This is simply more of saying the mirror principle, which is to say that reality is a mirror, right? And reality being a mirror, what it simply does is that it reflects or shows the image. The image is your internal state or who you truly are. So reality is just a mirror that matches who you really are, and that is what it gets to show in the external reality. So now we are down to the core of all of it. So how do you actually transmute your mental states from the lower states to the desired states? The only way anyone can alter their vibration, and this is very important, the only way you can alter your vibration or vibrate at uh, a vibration that you would like is through the use or the art of concentration. Now, wherever you concentrate or wherever you place your attention, that is where your energy goes. So, if you wish to transmute your mental states, you have to know also the law of polarity, which means that if you want to transmute yourself from lower state to higher state, you must move in the same class of things. This is to say that if you want to move away from fear, the opposite of fear is courage. So you don't concentrate on things which trigger fear. You don't concentrate on components that might lead to more fearful events in your life. What you do is you shift your attention from the fear and you simply focus on the courage. So the more you concentrate on the courage, you take your energy to that side and you polarize yourself at the side of courage. And when you simply do that, fear will naturally dissipate. It's more like the concept of light and darkness. The only way to get rid of darkness is not it's only through by letting light in, okay, or shifting your focus or your attention from darkness unto light. So wherever you concentrate on, that is where you get to vibrate the most. And most people like to concentrate on the negative. Let me give you an example. So let's say you had 5 goals that you wanted to achieve. And in these 5 goals, you are only able to achieve 3 goals. So the average person, instead of rejoicing and being happy because they have achieved 3 goals, they are more likely to lament and cry because of the 2 failed goals. This means that this person's attention or concentration is in the negative side. And when your attention or concentration is in the negative side, you tend to only see the bad side of life. This is whereby you find the pessimistic person always sees um, negative outcomes in their life. And the reason for that is because your subconscious is subjective, it is not objective. Whatever you impress on your subconscious, the subconscious has no other choice but to simply accept it as truth, and it's what you get to experience in your life. And that is why truth is subjective. There is no single substantial truth. All truths are simply half truth because everyone has their own subjective opinions based on the subjectivity of the subconscious mind. So, understanding this should give you a lot of courage in terms of now focusing your attention on what you wish to create. If you don't wish to manifest anything in the third dimension, don't even bother a bit concentrating on that. Always learn to polarize yourself at your desired states. So, if you want to be more courageous, don't think about fearful events. Only see the positive. Only see or only concentrate on that which you want to create. And guys, if you constantly do that, you will find that over a period of time, you will have altered your mental states and you will find that your reality will start to mirror your internal states. And this is how the elites, the people who know the laws of the universe, use these laws for the betterment of their own life. So if you've reached up to this far, thank you for watching and make sure you are watching my next video and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awakened.